Dude, that's good. 117 is a little light, you know? A lot light, really. 160 is a good weight for an average, you know, average man. I struggle to break 200 pounds most of the time. I'm over it. But I'm not a light boy either. You know what I mean? I was always a worker. Always leaned in lifting and doing shit. Firewood and just splitting everything, you know, like I was in the welding industry, you guys. Something to think about with this. The reason I lifted heavy, Twisted's Temple of Tarkov. The Temple of Tarkov. Not bad. Coffee and chill. You know what I find? It's really hard to make titles. It takes me the longest when I wake up. I get my titles going. I get everything going. I'm ready to stream. Bam, title. Half hour later, I'm still sitting there. Bam, title. Get fucking titles, man. Wild. So I'll start creating all these titles and looking through shit and coming up with ideas and brainstorming, and then all of a sudden, bam, it just pops right in. And some days it's so perfect too. The hardest part though is, because we're doing YouTube at the same time, Twisted does YouTube at the same time too, is you gotta be precise on your YouTube. You wanna see today's thumbnail though? Tell me what you think of this. I think it's fucked. I liked it. And remember, guys, these are assets that I already own and work on myself. So I do photography sometimes. Photography. Anyways, I get to use that though to my advantage to make thumbnails and stuff. Today's thumbnail, right? Fuck, it takes me less time to make the thumbnail. That's a clean thumbnail though, huh? It's simple. It's clean. It only consists of 3 items. And a border. That's it. I think it looks really good. I almost think the Tarkov could use some kind of an outline though. Almost, but I kind of don't like the outline. Just the same, you know. I think thumbnail games where I want to step up at, cause dude. I know this sounds funny, but a lot of people will judge your content on a first visual reference of just a thumbnail, all off of an image, off your artist, off of somebody that doesn't even. Like, say, here's an example of this. Say I was to sit down with somebody and I was to charge them, say, $5 a thumbnail, right? It'd be worth their time, my time, right? Like, I'd spend, you know, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes on each thumbnail, and I'd be able to crank out 3 thumbnails an hour. And they'd be all like this, like, decent thumbnails, you know? And I'd have to find all the assets, the ideas, would have to be sent to me, but they'd have to be thumbnails like this, like persistence too, and they'd have to be persistent where they almost look like the same creator. You can tell though, there's one of me, there's one with me in it. These are assets I build as I build everything. The boonie hat's there for a reason, they're twisted. You even arena, bro. This is one of my favorites. It didn't take off as good as I did, but I put an empty hand off of an image I had. Empty hand, and this is when everybody couldn't get arena. I know it pissed people off, just mentally. Twitch drops, good way, boom. Just working on those thumbnails, you know. Good luck out there. This was the tips I did. I just put a tips on my Twitter to help people out with some noob tips. I seen you making an AK video. I seen that, Twisted. And then some dickhead had to go in there and fucking take it to next level on you. Fucking asshole. I thought that. I'm like, what a dickhead. Fuck. You're doing this shit to help people, and some asshole that knows everything's got to go in there and fucking You know? I thought that. Sorry, excuse my language. I'm like, what a jerk. Fuck him. Keep doing it, dude. When you make them, go straight to the point, you know? Have no, like, side steps or talking about anything else. There's nothing else in it. Straight to the point. From the end of your clip, the beginning of your clip, so there's no, like, gap time, you know what I mean? They'll do well. Just keep doing them. It can be as simple... Dude, I was telling people, it can be as simple as putting one sight on one gun. And someone's gonna argue about it because that's green, you know? But it also, at the same time, it teaches people... Dude, when I started this game, I had a hard time putting the right rounds in the right magazine. If that's your target audience, there's nothing wrong with doing stuff like that. And those advanced players can get mad all they want, you know? Dude, yeah, well, that's just it. He's the other end around. He's so naive from how much he's learned so quick, or just knowing that he doesn't realize there's players like me, dude, that doesn't retain shit like that. It's just kind of, we play the game to play in the moment, and if we're gonna take a gun build that we see on the internet, we're gonna try it. Whether it be you know what I mean? We're not gonna, like, you get what I'm saying? That's your target audience, though, at that point. You're not targeting that advanced player. If you're looking for him, he's gonna go watch cats like Pastelli and fucking, you know, Airwing and stuff like that fucking are very and break down the charts and spend fucking 20 hours doing it, not actually running that gun like that, testing the noob guns or anything like that, running all elite kits and things, you know? Dude, there's so many people that already do that. Listen, keep doing the content you're doing and don't worry about it, right? Don't let assholes like that. I know you're not, but you know what I mean, right? Like, fuck it. Don't make that make you have to, like, feel like you can't put out a content about a SKS with a simple fucking PSO1 on it and how good it can be when you start a game. Or as simple as the other day when you're telling dude, quit running scav guns. Get rid of the damn scav guns. Here's why. 5 fucking reasons. Ooh, why am I framing? Hang on, I got frame going. OBS just took a shit. Woo! That was strange. I'm sorry, guys. Something's acting weird. Chunk my bits up. That was wild. I don't even know what happened there. I should have something running in the background here that I don't know. That happens sometimes. That was weird. That's it, dude. You're giving those, like, you got a target audience. Stick to your target audience, man. It's actually good. If you start doing tips like that, you'll get players that don't, you know, like, hold you too heavy on your game. You know what I mean? I always tell people like that, too, all the time. I'm a slow player, right? I'm really slow. I'm really slow. And because of that, menus in the game, those times I camp, those times I can't even fucking hardly play the game. But I know that, and I emphasize that to people. That's why we're the Noob Nation, because we're able to do that. Like, it makes it so, that gives so much allowance, right? Having that built around that. I don't have to stress when I approach someone. I don't have to stress when they're here. They get to know them. And what happens is, those cats that can't handle that, gone. It's all right. That's not my audience. You know what I'm saying, right? Yes, I wish I could cover that audience with my skills. Don't have it. I got a different audience, man. I know that. Like right now, I'm going to the wrong exit. I didn't even look. Simple, cheap guns from Trader. Make that your start every time. You see this gun right here I got? It's got these mods on it. So I'm going to go get rid of it. I'm going to take these mods off of that gun. I'm not going to build a kit. This is something I did from a scav raid. Have the same opener every time. You know, the same 5 like words that you say to explain what you're doing. And then do 10 of them. Straight up, one day, 10 of them, every scav raid. Take the mod off the gun. You know, this one ain't no good for it, but like, this one might be. No, nothing on either one of those. But you get what I mean. Go find a scav gun. Like, go out looking for it. Okay, we're gonna find a scav gun that's got a bunch of mods on it. You know, things like that will be so, especially with some real editing. You know, like if you go through and do a couple of zoom ins, things like that, they'll hella fucking swing, dude. I'm not saying that the ones that are quick edits don't, but like, you'll have some you edit hard that won't work, and then you'll have some that you'll edit hard that will work. I find depending on where you're putting it. TikTok likes some edit, and TikTok likes some non-edit. As long as it's short and snappy. At least for me. I think it's also off the audience, right? Like, what you get them used to and what they like to watch. A guy ran across the screen over here. Over there. That's alright, we're not gonna fuck with dude. We're gonna come in here and hide out. Got my feetsy pedals in the wrong spots, man. What's cool about those videos, Twisted? Videos like that, you can make them fast and be very helpful with them. Like they'd be extremely helpful for a lot of people. Like you could even do a here's what I would do scenario. Instead of making it so cut and dry, like meta-ish, you could be like, I got this gun off a scav today, here's what I would do. And then lean into the clip, you know? And that would be your opener, like, here's what I would do. Bam, here's what I would do. And if they liked it, they would go through 6 of here's what I would do. You know what I mean? Bold letters in your title. AK-47, here's what I would do. You know what I mean? Very, very easy to be feasible with that. I find the gun build ones take traction. You get anybody saving your videos and stuff from that, you know you're doing well with it. Saving and sharing, man, that's what you go for when it's into that, because then they're utilizing it for a reason. I find my favorite videos I've made end up like that. They get saved and shared because they want to be used. They're meant to, you know what I mean? All these guns bite. Ready to start saving for the Red Rebel. It's getting to be that time. Reserve tasks are going to be coming my way. We might go try to kill raiders today, maybe. That'd be a good one to test. I'm not really good at it. Go die to raiders, I mean. Oh, Mordecai? Yeah, I don't know him that well, dude. There's somebody I didn't know yet. Sometimes I'll raid random people. I'll go down and find someone that's just starting out for the day, you know? I like that a lot better. A lot of cats are already leaning in, doing really well already, right? Like, and plus you get to meet really cool new people. And I like to tell people before I do it, I'm like, yo, let's be honest. We're going to a new stream, guys. You know, be nice, do all that kind of noise. And then I tell them I don't know nothing about any of it. So you're going to be just as, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I try to give them an expectation of what I expect, you know? Like when I go to Twisted stream, I have an expectation. I'm just playing. I don't expect much, dude. Trust me. I'm not saying from you, buddy, but from anybody. I go to enjoy myself. I'm not like, I have no like, I usually say like 3 words, sit back, lurk, and enjoy the view, man, and fucking watch. I'm not a very good typer. I'm sure you've come to realize that my typing skills are subpar. So my chatting skills are even more subpar when I come and hang out. I usually just come in and say a few words, hang out, and then I watch and chill, do work. I used to like to draw a lot, watch streams. That was one of my favorites. Build stuff and watch those creative juices flowing. Leave the propane. You know when you're sitting outside, you're having a burner, you know, a little safety meeting. You forget what direction you're facing. So I just felt right there running into a wall. Like, oh, I was sitting that way, because you're so used to sitting that way in your chair, and then all of a sudden you move your chair a little bit and you're sitting the other way. Dark all around, you've been staring at your phone for 20 minutes. Stand up and be like, wait, disorientated. Go down the ruined road, I guess. Sometimes I feel like doors should open in when they open out. Like, okay, let's be honest. And this is the weirdest thing. Who in their right mind is gonna make their front door open out? Now I get the idea of why they make them open out like that. Like so nobody can boot them in, right? You got the whole door frame or whatever. Makes them harder to break in. They can't be kicked in so easy. But what they'll do is they'll stick like a, so check it out. They usually make most doors open in so you don't get water in your damn door, right? Like, let's be honest. So when I walk up to a door, I don't think it's gonna open on me like that. I mean, we have to program our brain to do that because we're in a video game, but in life, I wouldn't do that. Just saying. It's the little things, man. Come on. You didn't want to hurdle, you didn't want to jump, you didn't want nothing. You just wanted to stand there and look at things. I don't care. I don't care. I'm so jacked for that new mic to be coming, though. Can't wait to have that smooth radio sound again. This one's nice because it's not in my face, though. I'll admit that. It's not like right up in my grill all the time. I don't have to feel like I'm shoving it away or moving it away from me. We'll talk about how he just walked right up to me and didn't even know he was there. Do you? This cat right here? I used to say dog a lot. Dog, what's up, dog? I used to say that a lot. I think that's just where I'm at in the world, man. Jesse, where I'm at, that's the slang. Like, this cool cat, that one dude, this cool dude. You know, the way the slang flies here. Slang. I wouldn't know what it would be. Not slang. Well, I mean, it's like saying sick. You know, I'll say sick a lot. That's sick. That's super sick. And someone would be like, "What? No, that's not sick. I don't. What do you mean?" Or here's another one that I see a lot happen to me. I'll say right to agree. So like, if you say, "Hey man, that guy was looking nice today," and I'll be like, "Right," and a lot of people think I say what, because they're not used to someone saying right when they agree. They're used to saying, you know, you get what I'm saying? So they think I say what, and then they repeat it to me again when I'm saying right, because I'm agreeing, and I don't say anything. I just keep on going, but it happens to me quite a bit actually. It's probably the way I say right. It sounds like what to them. Or they're not sure I said right, because it's not something you would say in agreement sometimes. Like right. And my foot's itching. They're bad. But not as often anymore. I go through my spurts. Sometimes I'll say things like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I say that a lot. One of my go-tos. Some say word. I'll say word. I'll say right. One that they say now. What do they say now? There's one that they say now that's kind of like that. It's bet. I don't like it. Well, not that I don't like it. I don't like it I don't say it. I don't mind hearing it. I just don't say it. Bet. It sounds like dare me or something. Like challenge me, you know? Like can I jump that bridge? Bet. You know, like, that's how it sounds to me. It sounds like it's almost misused sometimes. Even as the way they're trying to use it. But then again, I say like the word sick, as in sick as in good, and people are like, that ain't sick. My parents used to be like, sick? What do you mean that's sick? Because that was our, like, I mean, think about like Ninja Turtles in that era of like the way they talked, you know, not saying, but like you would think about, there was a lot of people around me that talked like, had that very like, they'd say like a lot, like's used a lot over here, my area. But that's just the way I talk, Jesse. It's kind of got its own touch, you know? You'll never meet anybody else like me, I promise you. Weird or not. It's almost like it turned up, huh? Song's weird, but it's not bad or nothing. It's just very weird. We picked up dude's kit. Oh boy. Oh boy. I would say if I had to pinpoint the style of talking, it would be like California hillbilly. Because not everybody from Cali sounds like me, you know. Pieces, bits of it. There's a lot better schools than other places. I mean, especially for literature. Fuck. Probably why I cuss so much, Jesse. I'm sure you've gotten that figured out, huh? But then again, you gotta understand, I worked at a shop for 15 years. Shop talk's kind of a normal. Like, old men that worked at the war or were in wars and shit, you know? That's how they talk. They just, the shop talk, that's how they talk. Fucking this, fucking that. That was their, you know? I could use with a little less cussing. I don't think that would just be for like personality or anything. I think that's just for the respect of those around me sometimes, you know, just less cussing in certain situations. Other moments I don't mind it so much, but certain situations I wish I'd like almost just obsolete 100%, you know. That'd be nice in certain moments, depending on who I'm around and what I'm doing, you know. But ideally, did we got it? We're sitting on almost a $500,000, guys. We're making a little bit of money here. We're not doing great, but we're not doing bad. Like, we're profiting slowly. We're trying to get docs cases and start getting our cases, because that's what we have to work on. Cases for room, keep everything in, like keys, ammunition boxes. We need a meds case, and we need a food, like a lunch bell thing. All those would be very, very handy at this moment in time. Another one that would be good to have is a key tool. A dog tag box would be doable too. That would save a little bit of room. Not a whole bunch, but a little. So I'm saving these knives for the knife task. I don't remember. This game is such a chore. Well, shall we go out on a raid, or should we just do a scav run when it comes up? Our character's pretty much got everything sold that we need to sell. I forget what we were doing for tasks and what we were deciding we wanted to do. I think yesterday we were doing Lighthouse, and we were trying to get just kills, you know, on the main road there. But today I think we might change up the map a little bit. Eliminate scab with a headshot with a 12-gauge shotgun on shoreline. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we need 3 markers. Get a shotgun. Doing the whole shotgun thing today, huh? I wonder if it's expensive. Fuck, that one is pricey. I think it's so pricey. Gotta be a cheaper one here. Negative. Good. And then let's see. Plus 12, plus 9, plus 10. These are all plus 12. $27 on that one. That one's worth it for 16. We'll do that. I don't really care for any of these. $12K on the Bravo. Not too bad. I just gotta find a foregrips that's not fucking outrageous. Oh my gosh. +6. 7 on the CAC. That has a lot of horizontal recoil though. +5, +7. A lot of horizontal recoil. Looks like +5. That one wouldn't be bad. And +6 would be okay. +7. That one might be alright. Let's see what this one runs. +7. 10K. Yeah, let's do a laser at least. Whoa, did that mess up my recoil? So it did. Why? So we don't want that one. I'm gonna step my horizontal recoil. This one's +7. But it messes with it too. No, it doesn't actually. Why does that one take it down? Oh, it's almost like it don't even have it. Okay, I see. Let's just try one of these AFG. See, why does it bring it up though? That one does too. I guess they all do. I don't even know now. Whatever. Can't worry too much, right? Good enough to me. All right, let's do some Saga. Building a gun. What? Build a gun? Yeah. Kind of like who is Mr. Bob the Builder. What I was trying to do was I wasn't trying to get too extensive into it, but far enough into it where it wasn't like, I'm sure there's better whatevers, but I was looking at the way the stats work. I didn't want to spend too much, you know, I want to keep it Oop, I just messed that up. I think I kept it at a reasonable price with everything, without fucking the gun up too bad, you know? We have to do shotguns on Shoreline. Oh, you haven't built any? They're fun to build. It's pretty simple. Just like anything else, though, it takes time, man. And the ones I don't like are the M4s. They're hard to build for me. I'm not saying don't build them. Just I have a hard time with them. Like, getting them where, you know. Plus, there's a lot to the game now where it makes it, like... how do you want to say it? It makes it... where you almost have to look at his stats to get the better guns, right? Like, looking for a shotgun ammo. We're gonna have to link search, find shit ammo. Oh. Oof, man. Oof. You buy some flechettes or something? How many different shotgun rounds there are, guys? It's wild. It's fresh buckshot and magnum bucks. Or what we're gonna get magnums. Let's just buy a bunch of these. We're actually trying to save for key holders, what we need. We got two 206s, West, and I'm not missing anything here. Storms. Save key for the cottage. Even though we don't have the cottage key. The slugs, I like the flechettes. I don't know why. The flechettes seem to tear people up for me. I'm just gonna go for the face on scav. We're trying to kill 10 scavs with a shotgun. It's gonna be straight running guns. Pretty much, you know what I mean? I can't snipe with it, so. These are cheap enough, let's buy another one. Alright, guys. I think we're pretty well set up. We got our shoreline stuff. We got our 3 markers. We're marking the ambulances. I need 2 minutes though. I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick. Give me just a second here, okay, guys? Sorry about that, guys. Get back in there. My bad. Burr. Sorry. Astrid. You guys hear me? On this map here, we're going to be looking for... Get it up here for you. We're going to be looking for the missing informant, which is right below. I think he's right here, around this yellow circle. We got to mark the ambulances. I think there's 2 ambulances down on the beach here, and there's one up top right there. And then we also need to get shotgun kills along the whole map. Good chance we're just gonna get pummeled, but I'm not that stressed about it. All right, I think everything's set up there. That hot coffee. Man, I can't wait for our mic to show up. It should be easy, right, guys? What do you got going on today, Arnie? Work? Work, and more work? I ain't doing shit. I'm hanging out, man. Getting cold where I'm at. So, like, we have snow. I don't know if you get snow in your area. I'm sure you do a little bit. Finishing up the day. Whew. So nice when the day's over, isn't it? So nice. You're like, it's over. Doing a little dance moves on the way home. You know? We'll see you tomorrow. Always love when I'm not the last one out the door, too. And there's always somebody else after me. You're like, adios, man. You know, dude sitting there. Never that much. Yeah, yeah. Do you guys get enough to like go skiing and sledding and shit, or ever, or is there an area you can do that? Oh no, that ain't much. Dude, that'd be hard. See, I like the snow for like little things. Like I got snow skateboards. Snowmobiles are cool. I don't know if you've ever been on a snowmobile. It's cool. It's an experience. But it's fucking cold. I could live somewhere like that, Ernie. You said you got room for me, right? Next door? There's a place next door? I need somewhere warmer, man. It's cold where I'm at. Too much out of the year. I need sunny and 75, like a song. They would say sunny and 75, you know. It's not hot, it's not cold. That's like that climate where like early spring, you know, in the middle of the day, early spring. Sunny. Lots of storms, wind and rain. It is here too. Yeah, spring. I think spring. I like spring better than fall. At least you got something to look forward to. You know what I mean? In the fall, you're kind of like, man, it's the last days. It's kind of winding down. It's like getting old, you know? Spring is my favorite. I'm going to go do a lot of boating this year. Easter eggs. The old Easter egg hunts. I like the flowers in the spring. And plus, dude, I grow gardens and stuff, you know? One time I had 25 tomato plants going, and I did a 25-foot by 100-foot garden. Oh, well, I've done it a few times, but that was the last time I did it. It was just so much work. Right at the point when I started streaming, I stopped doing the gardening stuff. It was so much, you know, to do both. Alright guys, we're here to die. The wrong buttons on our keyboards. There we go. You leave most of it, well, you have to. I mean, otherwise shit wouldn't grow. At the end of the day, I'm not, how would you want to say, persistent enough. We're here for scavs, keys, loot. Let's go mark those ambulances first. Get down to the ambulances. What's your favorite thing to grow in the garden? I like salsa stuff myself. I can't do good with peppers though. Peppers do shitty where I'm at. It's too cold. But I do really good with like cucumbers and squash, man. Or not cucumbers, I mean squash and zucchini. I mean, I can grow cucumbers, don't get me wrong. They don't produce a whole bunch, you know. A couple per plant. Peppers, maybe 2 per. And you gotta almost greenhouse them to get them. It's such a chore, dude. Some of that shit's just too much. Where I'm at. Apple trees and stuff do good. Oh, rhubarb, dude. Rhubarb. I used to have a rhubarb plant when I was a kid. Do you make strawberry rhubarb pie? I got some strawberries too, but I'll be honest with you, I don't produce enough strawberries to like eat, you know, like I always get fucking taken by the birds or some bullshit. Why? Dude, this is getting to be silly. Can't even climb over the fence when I want. Pie crumble? What? Kind of like, what would it be? It's kind of like, peaches and, what do they do that? Kind of like a crumble, like graham cracker crumble, and they bake it, right? What is that called? There's a name for something like that. Peach cobbler, like a strawberry rhubarb cobbler. Kinda. Little butter crumble on the top or something, maybe? Sounds good. Rhubarb crumble. Dude, I'm gonna have to now. Gonna have to. I used to eat rhubarb straight off the plant. Shit's sour. People wouldn't think it is what it is. You want to hear a good story about rhubarb? A little funny one? Just a culture shock kind of thing. So I have an aunt that came over from the Philippines. My uncle was in the military. And he was over in the Philippines, and he met a gal and brought her back over to the United States with her when he came back. Right? Well, she didn't have a lot of the same stuff we have. Like, he thought like a rabbit was a deer, right? Well, anyways, so like we were driving down the road, and rabbits are deer. Well, we got to my garden, and we're in the garden, and we're trying out stuff, and my mom gives her some rhubarb first off. She's like, try it. It's good. It's good. She takes a bite of that rhubarb, dude, and she's like, nah, hell no. You know what I mean? Like, you could just see it in her face. She's like, nah. Didn't understand half of what we were saying, but she's, fuck no. Anyway, so then we tried to give her a strawberry, dude, and she wouldn't take it from us. She wouldn't try it because she didn't trust us after the rhubarb. Ain't that funny shit? Like, I was a kid. I was young. I couldn't have been like 9, 8 or 9 years old. I was just a kid. But she wouldn't take a fucking strawberry from us after that, dude. She's like, nah. Ain't that funny? After she tried rhubarb, she said, oh, but dip it in I can see that. I used to do that too. Dude, rhubarb's good. If your stomach gets heartburn easy though, I don't recommend it. Like, it's kind of citrusy tasty. You know what it reminds me of? Kind of like because I'll eat a raw lemon, dude. I don't care. I like lemon. I'll take some lemon, a little bit of sugar, and I'll fucking love it. I won't complain. I won't be a big complainer or nothing. I'll eat it. I like it. Fuck you, man. I just wanted to mark the van. He wouldn't leave me alone, Arnie. He just shot me, one-tapped me. Take a look at dude's stats. I didn't even hear the shot, so. Look at those kills. This wipe. 14.91 kill death spread. Ouch, dude. I don't know. What do you think? What's your guys' opinion on that? Level 36. 771 hours. Not a lot of hours for that kind of kill death spread, guys. You know what I mean? Like, look at this kill death spread. Look at those hours. It's pretty hardcore. What was he using for a gun? Oh, he's using a shotgun. No, that was me. What was he using? Oh, I can't look. Whatever. You like pie? Bang. Nah, his tactics, I think, are a little bit more in his wallet. He likes to, like, be like, hey. That's what he reminds me of. Don't want to call it out, but I hate to do that, I hate to call out shit like that. But sometimes you have to. Alright, let's get back into another gun here. Part of the hard part about kitting up in this game, dude. Arnie, I'm gonna tell you something. And don't take this at all wrong in this game. I don't know if you've ever ran into this in Space Tarkov. But if you're kidding down heavy and you keep getting one tapped and you got people that are like, what they'll do is with what they got, they'll actually pay attention to your gear and they'll go after the gear. So you don't kit down heavy. Kit down really light. I'm not saying I was, because I wasn't. But like, say you got like a meta M4 with all the, you know, watch it with it and understand that that they can classify that in their head and then they'll chase you. You know what I mean? Like, I've had to actually go as far in the past. Now, I don't know about right now. In the past, I've had to go as far as to only buying stuff that I could get from the vendor. All the way to level 40 due to the problem. Because it was becoming so profound to where I was buying stuff like this just to go out and play. And I'd go out just like this right here. This would be it. And I would push and 0 to hero every time. And then as soon as you get a kit, you get knocked back down. Well, there's some flaws in this game, man. Just like any gambling, you know, or anything like that, you're gonna have people that need to cheat the system, and it happens. Okay, so like that's the worst thing in this game that I have to look over and I have to deal with not liking it. Everything else I can handle, you know. Desync, fucking lag, and server issues, all that, long load times. But when it comes to truly getting just cheesed, I don't like it. And it's the worst part of any game, right? When people are like that. But they don't have any kind of like a solid anti to stop that shit from happening. You know what I mean? And there was a point where somebody actually that was a content creator went as far as to cheesing himself to prove that this many people cheese. And they estimated 60% of raids had somebody cheesing in it at one time. Isn't that insane? 60%, dude. So that means 60% of the time when you load in, it would have somebody that was cheesing. And it's because they didn't have any kind of anti-stuff. And then they did 25,000 people got banned in a week. And they just did 10,000. And every wipe, what happens is people come back. They resell the accounts. And think about it like this, okay? 10,000 accounts is quite a bit of money. Even at the low budget. Even at $20 an account. You get what I mean? Like, that's still 20 G's in their pocket, even at $20 an account. I played through it, and I look over it. But at the same rate, I try to pay attention to it. And I think they're taking good steps. Whoops, I just did something stupid there. I think they're taking decent steps towards getting it out of the game. And they may never fully get it out of the game. But here's my thing with it. And this is something that we've talked about a little bit. When you can look at a character stat at the end of a raid and know that dude's got like a 300 kill death spread and he's only got 40 hours and he's already successfully ran 25 raids or, you know, 2,500 raids and 50,000 million kills, you know what I mean? And he's only died 15 times. Like, that should be an auto ban. There should be no doubt in my mind if they can give us that stats, they can put a limit on those stats and know that the best guy playing this game naturally, like a landmark or something, that people ain't going to be better than that. And if they are, they need to be looked at. You know what I mean? And even if it's 100, you know, 100 people that need to be looked at every day, that would be better than dealing with the whole idea of banning people or not banning people. It would just give a set, cut, dry. Here's another one that gets me. When you drop items to your friends in this game, it should be there. It should be allowed to be done. If I want to take my friend out and give him some meds, I should be allowed to drop him some meds. I should be allowed to drop my buddy a backpack. We should be allowed to be community tasking together. That's the point of a game that's a community survival game. They need to find a better way to kill the RMTers than killing the community aspect of the game. So those things in the game do that piss me off, Arnie. I love this game. and I fucking hate stuff about it. And I'll talk about it because I'm not shy on it. I'll be like, I don't want to talk about this today, and then I'll blah write about it. These are things to know that's there. I like to tell people that it's there if they're buying the game or even thinking about buying the game or even thinking about investing their time into this game, because it's there and it's something that needs to be addressed all the time. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with it. Well, I mean, there's something wrong with it. People that are cheesing and like, what's up with vacuum looting, dude? When people can load into a match and just take this and suck everything to their inventory right at their feet, grab all the best shit and leave. And then we go around grabbing scraps. That sucks. Like, things need to be addressed. Always. And they got to be on that shit on a game like this. You can't not. I don't know how a game like this could expect to be in an esports standing if they can't address the basic cheating in their game. Like, how do you make an esports game, you know what I mean, arena and stuff, if you can't even address cheating in your other game? You can't do it. It won't happen. And that's what I think is going to be their fail in this whole thing. If they don't address this part of it, it's going to flop arena. It's going to flop all of it because they can't step into competitive gameplay with people cheesing without having some kind of way to stop them. At least some kind of way to find out if they're doing it or to stop them. You know what I mean? And if they can't do that, well, then we're going to sit then, yeah. Well, it's been like, that's been the problem for the whole time. I think at first it was just back-end issues with the server, things like that were just plaguing them. And I think also you got to think too, back then I didn't play on a level or even notice that because I played so poorly that I wouldn't even know if I was getting hammered on like that. Like, I wouldn't even know. You get what I'm saying? But as you get better at the game, you start to see it. And this is how you know it happens, because you get messages like this. No, I see. I don't like that either. I like the approach here of just getting rid of them. Ban them out of the game. If they buy another copy, at least have, okay, so look. You're never going to be able to get rid of soft cheaters. People that use hacks to see the map or anything like that. You're not going to be able to get rid of it. But get rid of the people that are blatantly cheating. It's not that fucking hard. You got a stat base. You keep track of every little thing that they do in this. You keep track of their movement. There's so much stuff that can tell if somebody's fucking cheating. There's so many different ways. And just fucking ban their account automatically. Make them buy another one. They buy another one, as soon as they do it again, ban their account automatically. Fuck, you make more money that way than they would sitting here doing ban waves and dealing with manually banning 10,000 people. Just fucking automatically ban them. Gone. This is not something that's allowed. No warnings, nothing. Just fucking gone. You know what I mean? It's not allowed. When you sign that the little checkbox that says you've read all the agreements, put it in there. You're auto banned if you do this, this, or this. Have it in there, and then just do it. Even if they don't IP lock them, let them fucking buy another account and keep trying to fucking, like, you want to make money. You want to make money off your cheaters, but let them try to fucking find workarounds. Let them sit there and repeat buying accounts and sit there and try to buy workarounds. Keep banning them. Keep buying accounts. Well, I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, you'll make more money doing that than waiting and making the whole fucking player base suffer. At least then your player base sticks around. And then on top of that, the people that want to fucking cheese that hard are going to put out the money, I guess, to try. I guess. Or not. You know? I don't know. Kind of weird. It's kind of weird they don't do a little more. All right, let's get us a shotgun. With that. Just that. And I don't mean to gripe, guys. I don't want to complain or sound like I'm bitching. It's just, it surprises me a little bit. Like... And I get this, okay? So there are some things to think about, Arnie. When it first started to become a problem, you know what they said? And I get it. And I get this. And I can understand this. For them to find... Oops. I don't know why I bought a Half-Life gun. For them to find and deal with people doing stuff like that, they have to first figure out how they're doing it. So they have to pay attention and monitor them doing it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I get that. But at a certain rate, don't even give them the chance. Don't make it a thing. You know what I mean? Cut it out and just fucking keep trimming the fat off all the time. You're still gonna get the info you need. Kind of like, is this good enough? You know what I mean? At that moment, they're like, well, is this good enough? Do we... And I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how to, like... Because, look, I don't have a fix. The fix I could say is just get rid of them automatically. Like, you have everything in order to do it. You keep track of all the stats. You keep track of everything. Set limitations on those stats. And when they're broke, fucking ban them. And then let them prove... You know what I'm saying? Let them prove that they're not doing bad shit at that point. Like, give them a chance to prove it. And if not, leave them banned. Fucking let them buy another account. And if they continue to do it, ban them again. Fucking ban them again. There's a fine line there. Because we gotta buy one more of these. That dude shot me when I was marking that ambulance. There's a fine line there. I get it. But at the same rate, man, when you got a stats base like this and you're trying to build a game that's gonna be like, you know, on EA Sports stuff, like where you're doing true competitive gameplay for $500,000 or $50K, any money. That could be $1. It doesn't matter. If money is involved and you want money to be involved, then you cannot have cheaters. You cannot. You have to have that fixed. There's no... That makes you just as bad as the cheater. If you know what I'm saying, right? Because you're cheating the people. To get your cut of that money. And you're not being a good bookie. You know? You're not keeping it fair. I don't know. I'll get off that subject. Sorry, Arnie. I don't mean to go down that road. I only do sometimes because I'm like, well, fuck. I mean, it's pronounced in the game. And it's, if you see it happening, you're like, well, anytime I see something sus now, I want to talk about it. If I didn't have to see that sus shit, if it was just once in a while, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have to talk about it. Dude, you know what's even crazier? Look how good League of Legends does. You got a 10x. What's a 10x? Oh, a 10 times watch streak. Let's go. I need 10 days in a row. So how you liking the stream so far, man? Do you think it's creative enough to be successful? I already feel successful, but like, I'm not going to stop doing it. I feel like sometimes I fall off. I have a hard time staying, you know? That's it. That's the hardest thing to do, is to talk. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes I just ain't got nothing to say, man. You know? It ain't that I don't have nothing to say. It's just I don't want to say. I don't have nothing to say. Nothing to talk about. Nothing I want to talk about. Yeah. I think the gaming side of it, don't get me wrong, dude. It's great. The sitting back and chatting is a little bit easier to get on with, huh? Clean up my mouse pad. One little hair can mess up that aim and accuracy I have, you know. My what do they call that guy with the who's the dude with the bow and arrow? And he's really accurate. I don't remember his name. Well, you guys help with that, Arnie. I find though I'm on a loop too, you know. Sometimes I got to go back and you get tired of talking about the same things. Think about like a chef, right? That has to cook the same food every day for 10, 15, 20 years. You're going to want to change your recipes up once in a while, you know? You're going to want to have different, you're going to get tired of making the same food. Yeah, the person coming and eating it once a week ain't going to mind, but you know what I mean? I also think about what I'm doing kind of like an author of a story, you know? We're telling stories each day. We talk about little things. I could clip out all the stories of it and someone in my life could go back and be like, oh yeah, and get to know a lot about me, you know? A lot of memories can be thrown out there and not. I like that about it. It's a great way to catalog parts of your life. I can look back and see clips of when my kids were little playing with me. Let's see if we can find a tank battery. Peeking for the big stuff. So is Marauders your run, Arnie? I was checking out some of your stream. Do you run a lot of Marauders? It's a hard game to be good at. I like it though. I really think it's got a lot of potential. I've always thought that. I'm like, it's got a lot of potential. It's doing well. They keep doing a great job. So I'm staying, whether I'm playing Marauders or not. I'll try not to lead you down a bad path of games, man. One thing I can say is, even if you're not playing the game I'm playing, there's nothing wrong with that. I get to show you stuff you haven't seen. Might be somebody in here, we might die. Like it's scary. Yeah, Marauders definitely isn't my like #1 game, but I bought it back in beta, you know, to test it during the like test weeks it was doing. And I really enjoyed it. It's hard. I never really could find people to play with. I gotta be honest with you, man. Everybody that comes in here usually that plays games with me usually plays Tarkov with me. That's usually the go-to, you know, like some League of Legends. I think it can use more in the end for the heavy gamer. I see a lot of the long-term gamers. Like, here's an example of this. I think getting at armors and shit comes too quick. Like the scale of it, you can have a level 10 shit come to you pretty quick. Like I found myself with Top Gear instantly, and not a bunch of it, but like one good come out and I'm just fucking scaling. You know what I mean? Not that I was scaling, and then like when I got one good face shot. How will the ping be, you think, with us playing across like that? You think it'll be alright? Yeah, or you come out. I'm not good with the shotgun. I like the basic the meta kit that you buy from the vendor. That first one, that 9mm. I'm more accurate with it than the shotgun. Not saying that the shotgun's bad. I'm just not good with it. Can't hit a wall. You'll see today. Any shotgun, any game. Here for the goodies. If you're ever looking for kits on Tarkov for like the AKs, run a lot of reserve. It's a really good one to learn, Arnie. Like if you can learn reserve, it's a good money making map. Even early, you'll start to find that you'll get good shit. Like you won't be running around with these kind of guns. You'll be running around with stuff like this. You know? And if you get a couple of keys for this map, you can really scale heavy on it. It's a great one for that. Like you can get some really good kits. And there's 3 mark rooms. There's really a lot to the raiders. Raiders pay fat when you get, you know, good raider kills. I highly recommend learning it. Like, it's one worthy of it. Yeah, the alarm's a little annoying, but if you figure this one out, it's not a slow looter. This one's more action-packed, but it's more. This is like the map that's more gun-orientated. When you travel around on this one, you'll find keys, you'll find file cabinets, you know, but you'll find gun boxes and tons of ammunition for the AKs. Lots of these like AK mods like this, you know, things like that. And so like for building guns early, it's a really good one, especially if you're not playing for tasks and stuff. I played a whole wipe of reserve and it's a tight map. Everything's really close. Raiders can kill, good experience. You know what I mean? Like you can get fast experience. Lots of loot in a little area. Exits are fast to get to. Like I can jump and get to an exit within like quick. To see AK mods and stuff. Lots of gun mods, lots of stocks, lots of rails, scopes and sights will be all over the fucking place. There's one there, another one there. Stock here. Like you can build whole guns, one raid. Get out with the AK. There's an M700 stock. It depends on what you're trying to orientate, you know. Good mag, another good stock. That's the hunting rifle stock. Another good scope, sight. Let me show you. You can drop down into these areas too, like right here. We got here a rail. But if you go all the way to the end over here, someone might already hit this, it looks like. This table spawns a bunch of shit too. Yeah, reserve's really good if you're looking for mods, man. I actually enjoy it for that. It's small, it's easy to navigate. If you're level 1 blitz, target PMC with armor, neck, armpits, face. Face, dude. You can never go wrong with shooting somebody in the face every time. Especially low level stuff. Scabs, all that, they just fucking pummel. Always the face. Like, if it doesn't matter what round you got, if you hit them in the nose, it's gonna kill them. I'm not saying don't use other ones with armpits and don't aim for the legs or anything like that. But if you're starting out and you're just... I'll show you actually exactly where to hit this guy. Aim for this triangle like this. These shoulders. Maybe under the armpits and then the face. So you have this triangle. And a lot of times what I find is when I fire, I'll fire from one side because, you know, like when you're coming around a corner, right? He's going to be right here. I'm going to be firing from this side. And so what I'll do is I'll swing up a little bit. Kind of like that. I find that's usually how it ends up. So if I do miss, I'm aiming for the thorax, the arm. Like if I have to hit it sooner. Any bullet types you should avoid. No, I mean, run them all. Don't worry about it. I would go with the best you can buy on the market, you know, or the best you can buy from vendors, crafting stuff. But I would say this: don't use scav guns. Get good guns. You know what I mean? Like this shotgun ain't worth the shit. It's already half lifed. It's not, the accuracy's gonna go down. All the crap's gonna go down. You're not gonna do good with it. It's a dirt gun. It's worth either A, tossing it in the dirt and grabbing another one out of a box or something, or B, just disassembling, selling, and then buying something else, even if it's the same gun. That's actually just as important. Because your gun can jam, it can fuck you, you know. I don't really know. I can't weigh in hard enough on like armors and stuff like that. Good ones? Well, it depends. If you're going for close range, can't go wrong with the pistol this wipe. They're good for cheap close range. If you're going for long range, I like an SKS with a PSO1 scope from Proper. I'll show it to you. It's actually really good, dude. And for sniping, it's extremely good for a starting one. And you can't go wrong with any of the AKs early. They're pretty basic. You'll find parts for them everywhere. Ammunition all over the place. Things like that, you know. Like, I probably have AK parts sitting on me. That'll fit an AK. This'll fit an AK. That stock will probably fit. I'll show you another couple of good ones. Some people like the Keter, Arnie. It's really good for, like, sheep. And it's a leg meta kind of gun. You aim for the legs. You know what I mean? But I'm not a big fan of the leg meta thing. I'm not saying it's not bad, because you could take out full-size chads with it. You just gotta send them. What I'd recommend for a good starter, though, this gun's been treating me extremely well. This VKS 9.4, I think you gotta be around level... I got it at level 19. I was able to pretty much get it. Probably once you get the market, you can get it. It's really good. It spits a lot of bullets. It runs the same bullets as the UMP. But honestly, it's not something that's like you're gonna see on all the scavs or anything. You actually have to buy that fucker. You know what I mean? And it's expensive for rounds and stuff, or mags. I'll show you though a couple I like to get. And I'll show you a couple of reasons why actually. So there's going to be some bolt action tasks that come through early, Arnie, that you have to go get a shit ton of bolt action kills. The Mosin does really good for that, but there's also a flaw in that too, okay? Because there's going to be like a cycle of things you got to do. You got to do bolt action kills. You got to get kills with what I'm doing with like shotguns on certain maps, things like that, right? But if you go to the traders, right, we're going to take them down to loyalty level 1, so you're really new to it. Like, so it shows new. This is everything I can get at level 2. It's everything I can get at loyalty level 1. Okay? The Mosins do really good for a quick bolt action, knock out bolt action kills. Okay? The Ketters, I recommend buying the Ketters for like just a quick, if you like fully automatic SMGs, you can do these Ketters for just nothing. Open sights, maybe a laser on them, and that's it. You don't have to do a bunch of crazy shit to it, right? If you like something a little more advanced that has like maybe like a scope or a red dot, or even you're going to start stepping into foregrips and, you know, other things, other grips, you can start off with a PP-19 too. Now these rounds are kind of smaller, so understand that your range is around 100 meters. I mean, yes, you can get shots further, and some rounds just don't penetrate armor worth of shit. They'll bounce off of helmets and things like that because it's a small round, okay? Me personally, I stick to the thicker rounds I can get. I try to at least get a basic AK or bigger, you know, like the hunting rifles, things like that. I have extremely good luck with the AK-74UN, but you can use the U itself too with the dust cover. These guns do really well for a meta kit, okay? Really well. They're just cheap. They're easy to throw down. You can get lots of mods for them fast. Let's take you over here to Jaeger. So once you do your Jaeger task in the woods, right? You get that knocked out. You get access to hunting rifles. This is a great, like, long range style gun that's cheap to run, but it's going to give you a big bullet line, okay? Now, try to save the bullets that you pick up. Don't try to use the bullets from the vendors with this, if you can help it, right? Like, so say I want to use this hunting rifle, right? I would buy the hunting rifle here, and then what I would also I'd buy is I'd go over here to proper, and I use, you can set these up with a red dot kind of thing like this. You can set them up with a different kind of rail, but I like to use this right here. It's very cheap. It's a PSO 1. And for a hunting rifle, this makes it, I can tag, this is variable to 300 meters. So if you're looking to snipe early and you want the semi-automatic with a heavy bullet with a good range, you got this. This is, I hands down, dude, I ran a whole wipe of hunting rifles and I slayed people with it. It was a boss hunter, a Chad slapper. It did everything I wanted to do. You get to a door, you hip fire, point shoot. You don't even you're not hip firing, you're point shooting because it's supposed to be always up, but you're just not looking through the scope. You know what I mean? It's a great one for that. And those are probably whoop, I just accidentally almost bought that. I think I didn't. These are the ones I go to. Now, I know other cats will go to, oh, here's the other one. So if you're looking for the get your bolt action task done really cheap, this Merlot right here does really good. Now, understand that the rounds in it are only really good for 100 meters. But this will get you your bolt action kills for 18K. The rounds are 4-round mags. The mags cost 1,200. It's a great one to throw on if you're going out without armor or anything, or you're just going out to like go camp on a rock, or you want to go fuck around for a bit and just watch some YouTube or something. This is a good one for that. This is actually a great one for that. And what's really neat about it is it's got the rail on the top, so you don't need a bunch of special ass sights to get something on there. You know what I mean? Any of the basic common scopes that you would run pretty much will just slap right onto it because it's got the rail on the top. So you can pick up stuff or use what you have. I don't know early on what you can use with it. Actually, I do know. There's a 25 millimeter ring. It's cheap. It's not that great. You can run this with it. So this ring right here with this 15K scope. So the gun will be 18. The ring will be about 4K and the scope will be about 15K. So you only be, 35K deep on a bolt action sniper rifle. But hear me out on this. The cool part about this gun is it's going to be one of the earliest ones you're able to get a heavy hitting round on. Okay, now you can craft these and you're going to be looking for this round right here. It's called AP-M. They're expensive, okay? They're pricey, but they're armor piercing. So these will be one of the earliest smashing rounds you can get for hitting Chads. But you're over 100 meters, it loses accuracy of 28%, right? So think about the accuracy of that like a whole hitbox. If you aim for the head, you can literally just whiff a headshot. Just by the bullet. Not even by your accuracy or how good your shot is. You'll be like, why the fuck am I missing this guy? I know that was on, and that bullet just went right next to him. And that's because it has a 28% accuracy burn. And so you don't really have that, you know what I mean? So if you're looking for the accuracy on this gun, you can actually grab one that's got a 10% accuracy bonus, I believe. That one's got a 10% negative. I think one has a bonus. Recoil, let's see. This one will cause a heavy bleed and a light bleed. That's pretty nice. Yeah, here you go. Heavy bleed, light bleed. I don't see an accuracy bonus. There used to be one I thought had 10% accuracy bonus. I could be wrong. This one here is pretty good though. These FMJs, you see the heavy bleed, light bleed, 25% chance of a heavy bleed. That means 1 in 4 shots, you're going to make that fucker bleed hard. 1 in 5 shots, that's if you hit him, of course. Now also understand, if you want to use this bullet light, Or if you want to use this bullet line, you can actually go and grab yourself an AK that kind of runs off of this. So it's actually called a VPO. A lot of people confuse these. Now what the VPO runs is it runs just like an AK, but semi-automatic. See? And then so you get 30 round mags that'll run just that same bullet line, and you can get a heavy bleed chance. And these are super cheap. So early on, this is going to be one of the heaviest hitting rounds you can get. It's the 3.66. Like I would say, you know, level 5 to 10-ish, you know? Like you're not going to get much heavier unless you're looting it, unless you're finding the rounds. And that's why you'll see me, I'll save shit like this. I'll start to gather my rounds and I'll throw them in my inventory stash somewhere. And I'll have a spot. So like these S&B rounds, these used to have they would splinter, like hit them in the arm, and it also hit the thorax. They'd frag. I used to run those because of that. These LPS cost a little bit more. These are hard for me to get my hands on, so I you know, I think these are like 1K a piece. So I hold on to them. And you'll find that as you learn your bullet lines, like the guns you like, look for the lines that your favorite bullet line that you have. M80s are good, M61s are good. You know, they're hard to hold on to. These are hard to get your hands on because you're usually stuck with a shittier, bigger round until later. You know what I mean? The smaller rounds, you're going to be able to get better rounds earlier. Like you're going to be able to get the AP rounds for like the Ketters and shit a lot sooner than you're going to get AP rounds for, say, an AK. You get what I mean? So like, that's why I was saying these early sagas and stuff, like, or not saga, yeah, these early Viatas P19s. See, this is fully automatic single fire. The rounds are small, but you're gonna be able to get better rounds earlier for it that are gonna penetrate armor and stuff. They're just not gonna hit as hard as an M80 round. And they've kind of, this wipe, Arnie, it wasn't like this before. You used to be able to, once you got the market, you could kind of buy everything. But this last wipe prior to this, they kind of started trickling in the idea of making some rounds locked out that you either have to craft or find and raid, or you got to get max level to have access to it or do a task to obtain it. So like certain rounds are hidden behind tasks. Certain rounds are hidden behind levels now. So you can't expect to have every round. The best thing I can give you on that is to pay attention to the best rounds you can get at your level. By doing that, you pretty much just look at your vendors, you know, until you're 15. And you can see what your vendors will give you for rounds, and you can check them all out, you know, and start buying your way up, because you're only going to get such, you get what I mean? Until you're 15. You're only going to get the better rounds that way. Just check out your round set. And then a lot of times what I'll do is, if I'm having a hard time in the game, you know, and I mean, like, I'm not tasked to like go do anything directly, but I'm just having a hard time killing people, I'll start to orientate my build off of just my rounds alone. So like if I say like, here's my extra rounds, I keep them in here. There's some BTs. Say I'm getting my ass kicked and I'm going to go into a factory and I want to fucking have a good shot at dropping an armored player. I'll load up my better rounds. Get the market open and buy all the GPUs. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna use the head real quick, guys. I had a whole half a pot of coffee to myself today. Sorry, I know that's a lot to take in, but that's what helps me the most. I mean, there's a lot to take in for the armors and where to shoot people and stuff. But if you just orientate your rounds mostly, especially things that are semi-automatic rounds, like, you know, guns where you know you're not going to be laying on the horn, so you don't need the best ergo or nothing. You're just going to be hitting the guy 3 times the bullet and he's going to drop like a M61 round or an M80 round or something. Like you're wanting that, like those heavier hitter bullets like that. That's what I would orientate first, and then orientate like AP rounds. Anything that says BP, AP, anything that starts with a BT, AP, anything like that, grab them, hold them. Yeah, different bullets have a heavy stat difference. Some are tracers too. Some work better with, they have bullets that actually work better with silencers. I didn't know that until a while back. I need a minute, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for being patient with me. Yeah, but it's good at night though too. Like if you got a tracer and say, okay, so like in this game you could put tracers say every fourth bullet. If you wanted to load your kit kind of weird, you can actually throw in a tracer here and there as like corrective fire. So you could be shooting, miss, go, oh fuck, I need to correct. And from the hip, it's really nice. Like, so say you're point firing, right? And you got your laser. You can see your tracer hit in your laser spot. Or if you're not using a laser, you can see and adjust with the tracer. I find semi-automatic weapons with tracers are nice because you can watch the, especially at like 100-meter range. You know, say you're like, you know, tracking someone far away, and you see the tracer drop and it lands behind him, and you're trying to get the lead on his jump. You can actually use it. It's kind of nice. It works well. They have some pretty cool tracers too. They got them in green and red. I think it depends on the rifle too. But I've seen red tracers and they're so sick. Another thing to orientate is gun mods. Look for the ones that are for all the, like, so when you do your gunsmithing, pay attention to what the gunsmithing items are. Okay? And especially later, like the late game gunsmithing, if you're getting that early jump, that really helps out. You pay attention to that, you can start getting, you know, a couple 100K gun mods and gun parts that are worth a couple 100K. And they're only one slot like that, and you'll have it be like, oh my gosh, that was 200K. Scopes are like that a lot, especially the ones that are ringed. Like if you buy a scope with scope rings, usually the ones that have that, there's only one or two cheap ones, but even then they're not that cheap. They're still 15 or 20K. So make something out of it. Good tip. Well, you got me telling you tips left and right. I'll shut up, dude. My bad. Got me rolling. I won't shut up. I'll talk about something else. Like this scope here that's worth only 11K. That's why this, sorry. That's why this game's really good about making content around, man. I highly recommend it, Arnie, even for you to stream it. Like, if you learning, or I learned that, okay, so you can look about this two different ways. One way, you can look at it as knowledgeable. As you learn knowledge, you give it to those around you, right? But also the learning experience of it. I find that, especially when I first started streaming, man, I was playing games like Fortnite and Battle Royales where I was flipping lobbies and moving them quick, right? And dude, I'll be honest with you, I got burnt out on that shit. It felt like if I wasn't playing with the person, that's the only reason I was there for them. And I know it sounded bad, but I wasn't that good at games anyway, so I struggled on a couple of different levels of that, and I thought that's what my content needed to be. And then I started playing a survival game, Arnie, and like a loot and shoot DayZ is what it was. And the community that came with it was just fucking insanely supportive. I struggled every minute. Every damn minute of it, I struggled. And even then, and I do in Tarkov, you'll see me in every game I play, I struggle like a mug. But the survival side of things, the community in them are just so fucking wildly cool, man. They're always so supportive. And I highly recommend survival games. I highly recommend it. It's a great one for streaming. I hope to see you stream some Tarkov, man. I really do. I hope to see it if you're playing it. Well, if it's at a time when I'm around, man, I'll do my best to show up, all right? If you keep me informed and do the whole process and I have the extra moments, I'll come sit there and watch and hang out for a bit. See how it all goes. We'll do our testing first. You know, you got 10 minutes to test. Everything's good. Everything's set. I hope you do that. Sit there for a minute. Make sure it all sounds good on my end. Make sure it all looks good on my end. I'm all about it, man. May not be able to sit there the whole stream or nothing, because you know how it is when you're streaming, you're busy, but I don't mind doing quick little boom, drop in, check out some content, see how it's all going and flowing. Help out if you need help fixing something. I'm that kind of dude, man. I'm all about it. You can ask a lot of people. I'll fucking come in and help you. Problem, I gotta be careful though. I gotta be careful. Sometimes I feel like I could be a little abrasive, and not in a way of like, okay, so if you don't know that I'm there to help, Arnie, right? And I come in to start helping you, would you feel like offended, right? You get what I mean? Like if someone came in and you don't know if you want to step over that line of like, hey, I can see that there's something wrong. Do you need help fixing it? Or do you just leave? Or do you just sit and watch the fucking mayhem unfold? Which I like to do that too sometimes until it's not fixed. And then I'm like, well, that didn't happen. So, all right. I mean, there's all different kinds of ways. Been testing all week. I'm excited for you, man. Well, I won't feel weird telling you because I've talked to you in the stream about it enough to where like it'll just be normal for me. I won't think about it. I won't be like calling you out like being weird or nothing like, hey, you gotta fix this now. But I'll be like, hey, your audio's a little high. Turn down the audio on your desktop. The game's walking over your mic. I'll tell you shit like that. I can't hear you talking. Your game's too loud. That's, dude, for reals. That's a big one. You know another one that gets me that I find that a lot of people don't notice themselves? Discord audios. You gotta set the Discord audios at least balanced or not back. Because what they do, someone will go through and filter the fuck out of their mic. And it'll sound great. But as soon as they bring in a party person, it walks over them because they filtered them so back they don't realize that their levels are set. Like they did a great job on their mic. You know what I mean, right? That's another one to always like look at. Like set up your Discord so your audio is balanced. At least balanced where they're not walking. And for you, Arnie, take no offense to this, but you're not using your camera for yourself. So like having multiple voices, you definitely want yours to be in front. You get what I mean? So like if we was playing together, you'd want me set at 80% of you, and then when you talk, they would know that you're the one doing it. Otherwise, it might confuse people because they don't see the hand motions or the. You get what I'm saying, right? Like I've even done it sitting here quietly and had someone in my headset and had someone in chat say, "Oh man, I was so confused there. Like I thought maybe it was delayed or something, or your voice because it wasn't you, or like sounds just like you." Someone will say that. It's always something to think about if you're ever doing party chats with people. No. You always want to know who the streamer is. You'll be surprised how many times you'll fall into something like that. Where you, and you know what? When you're starting out, audio is can be the worst. Until you learn it. It's always the inputs and outputs. Every fucking Windows reset, it's gonna do it again. You're gonna be sitting here at your PC doing this, listening to music, same motions, doing the same clicks every day, making the same thing work. Oh, why ain't chat coming up on my OBS? Why is my camera not auto-focusing today? Yep. My green screen. Well, let me think about how to phrase this to you, bud. With friends like that, those would be friends I sit down and I say, hey, I'm a live streamer. The shit can't happen here. You guys, I know there's a time and a place for you guys to act goofy and but even getting banned, dude, if they're doing, you know, like, then it's a little, like, you get what I mean, right? Like, a friend's gonna respect that. I had a guy come in and get really ruthless on the mic one time with me, dude, and I'm automatic. Banned him out. Banned him out of the Discord, banned him out of the fucking stream. And moved on with it. Forgot about it other than I banned him out, you know? Things happen, but at the same rate, your friends and stuff, they're not gonna, like, put your channel at risk if they truly are your friends. You get what I mean? I mean, I don't keep friends like that around myself, Arnie. To be honest with you, when people like get like that with me, where it's like things I have to really, I go, fuck. I don't be like, hey, fuck you, man. I know better. I'm an adult, dude. I'm 40 years old. I don't need it in my life. So I just lean back and go, you know, maybe we shouldn't hang out much. I'm busy today. I'll fucking do my own thing. That'll wean out, Arnie. Keep it positive. Keep it, you know. Here's what I would do. I'd make a Discord channel. Just hear me out. And in my Discord channel, I would put live. And I'd lock everybody but me out of it. I'd make a Discord channel below that where moderators and certain people could get into. And then I'd make a channel below that where everybody can get into. And I would tell people that are coming to play with me to join the channel so they could join, and I'd drag them up. That's what I would do. I'd put a gate right there, man. And moderators, Arnie. Don't just moderate the first fucking person you see. Don't. Get to know them first. You'll find anybody that just throws any red flags. Don't ever make him a moderator. I know it's fucked. And you'll be like, oh shit. That'll op out 99%, dude. But you're not looking for 99%. You want 1%. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge life lesson on streaming. Like, yes, you're going to need help, and friends are going to help you, and people are going to offer to help you even. But if they're throwing red flags at you, even if they're offering to help, I'm not saying don't take the help. But at the same rate, you got to remember, moderating is, they're running your community. Like, they can make some havoc. They can break your whole system. They got access to everything you're building. They can make things not work for you. Yeah. That's the... Man. Speaking of moderators, we got a great moderation team, guys. We got Goomba Barber, Jesse Gaming, I'm Big K, Boog, Rare, G, Chef, Banks, Stretchy. I don't have many mods, guys, but these guys here, this is my 1% that just shine to the point of like, you know what I'm saying? They shine so much right now we're underwater together hanging out. Just throwing it out there, man. Arnie, that dude, yeah. Honestly, what I do is I found that ranking systems and all that really help. That finds people that's who's going to be here, right? If you don't know how long somebody's been here, then how do you really keep track of that? That's one thing. Keeping track of that kind of helps out for the whole idea of moderating. Like, you're not going to just moderate someone that's only been here. You show up to every stream, it's only been here for like 30 seconds of the stream, you know, or something. Not to say anything bad by it, but like moderating takes time and effort and work behind the scenes. Like, it takes a lot. It's a lot. It's a whole nother animal. It's not just sitting back and casually watching anymore. I actually ask the moderators before they become mods. I make sure that they know that they're stepping into something more than just the average, like, hey, what's up, lurk? You know, if they're here, I'm going to be like, yo, mod, can you shout out? Can you, like, I'm going to be asking for help randomly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to ask for it. I'm going to call them out in chat, even if they're lurking. If shit hits the fan, I'm going to ask for a moderator. You get what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain, but at the same rate, I'm not going to be shy at that point. Like, we understand that we're both on the same page of what's going on, and if something happens and shit hits the fan and they're in lurk mode, and even if they haven't even said anything to me yet, I'll still be like, yo, mod. Because I know mod's here, I can pay attention to that to some degree. You get what I mean? Not just like how many people are watching or something like that. I don't pay attention to that. What I pay attention to is a viewer list for my Twitch, and then I know when a mod shows up, it puts them at the top of a list. And that's all I look at. And then if a moderator's here, I know that's good to be like, hey, yo, mod, can we get a shout out for, or mod, can we get some Discord, and or can you fix the chat, mod? Broken. Needs a repair. How did I get on custom? What? Did I really join custom? Am I trolling you guys? Whoa. Why's this dude so pissed? I didn't shoot at him, did I? Another option, Arnie. You can put your Discord on its own line, which I've seen people do because they play with randos a lot, and people would just join in and say fucking mean shit. So they'll make sure that they have a Discord that's not incorporated into the stream, so they can just take care of it in the background. People still come play with them, hang out, talk to them in their headset. You know what I mean? But they just opt it out of the stream. You could do that too. Yeah, we can make that happen pretty easy, actually. I've done it myself. One reason is, say you got a hyperactive, talkative streamer like myself, right? And you want to really chill stream. Because there's different vibes going, right? But you still can play with each other. But you want to, you know, like maybe one likes to, there's a lot of interactive bitbot things going on or something that's highly interactive. I've played with streamers that are like that. You know, they have a lot of crazy interactions going. And what Yeah, you can mute yourself, and you can also mute them and yourself at the same time to them. I set it up on my numlock. I use my top numlock keys. I use my negative key to mute myself. I use my star key to mute the Discord, and I use my / to mute everything. And it just shuts it all down. And then you can toggle those on and off. It's pretty handy. And then what I do is, if you need to, because it's already set to a hotkey, say you got your Stream Deck, Arnie, then you can just take and put a hotkey on your Stream Deck real quick too, if you want to have a visual. And say you're working in a scene or something, and you need your Discord to be muted because you're doing role play, right? And you want your mic to be muted and your Discord to be muted, so when you jump into the game, you could talk through the game, and you could do it all with one button. So have like a multi-switch, one that shuts your Discord off, hits your negative /, one that turns your mic on in the game. You get what I mean? You get it. It works. It's cool as fuck. I mean, you have to have it all set up and then utilize it, but it works. I mean, if you're running a smaller Stream Deck, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have it like one of your main features. I would have it there for when you needed it. And I would build, and I was thinking about this actually, Arnie, because I have a 6-button Stream Deck myself. And you know what I found? You know, you can like hit the little arrow things and kind of jump back and forth between the 4. What you can do is, if you wanted to, like, set a scene in each one, and then set all the things for each scene that you would be interactive with, like your zoom, your toggle. And then each scene that you're on at the time, you can actually, there's a way, I haven't set this up to where when you go to that scene, all the buttons on your Stream Deck pop up with it. So then what you can do is you can set all your scenes on your numlock, say 1 through 9. Those would be your scenes, and then when you hit your scenes, your Stream Deck automatically will adjust the buttons for each scene you're in. You know what I'm saying? So then you'll have 6 buttons for that scene, because you went to, so you'll have 9 scenes, 6 buttons each scene. Yeah, you could do a lot with it. Have a clip on a few, have whatever you want. And then to say like you need to take a clip, you could jump to a scene, take your clip, or just have a clip in all of them, or have a clip on 6 of them. Have your volume up for one, maybe, or volume down, like a preset for your Spotify. So when you switch to that scene, it's going to bring up your Spotify to 35, and you hit a button, it'll take your Spotify to 30, so you can just chat. Maybe when Arnie goes full screen. I'm just throwing these out there, man. I'm sorry. I know. I'll shut up. These are things I've done. I don't utilize them that much because, well, let's just be honest. I like the 32-button Stream Deck, and I can see everything really well, and it gives me more control over each button. But if you did that, you could set it up pretty wicked, I think. And it's something I've thought about doing for like my cooking streams and stuff. So I can hit it one scene, go to a cooking set, and it pops up everything on my Stream Deck now for 6 cooking scenes. But I only have to get to it on my keyboard with one scene. And then everything else comes up on the Stream Deck that I'll need. 3 scenes, maybe a clip, and then like maybe like a mute mic, a camera toggle between 2 different cameras. So if I'm cooking or fucking doing something different, I don't know, I haven't decided. But you know, whatever I do, I have it already partly set up. I just keep fucking with it and tinkering with it in the background, you know? Click on... Alright. For one, we gotta lose this shit headset. And then we gotta find the door. I guess we're gonna go this way. I think I just came from over here, but... You guys want to go in the dorms? We got a pretty good backpack. I mean, you know what? Let's see what we can get for loot. Let's stay out of dorms. So I've decided my color gradient needs to be adjusted a little bit. Offset more. Like, it's not bad. but I need to brighten it up a little bit. You see right here? I can't see the inside of this rock right here. So say a guy comes and crouches up against it. He's going to be a hard one to see. And this is in the middle of the day. But if I go too bright, the snow blinds my ass. It's just too fucking bright. I can't see anything. You know what I mean? My old eyes can't take it. I haven't got really nice glasses that are supposed to like take all the blue spectrum out. You know what's gonna be funny? When I get that new mic. Hey, it's okay, dude. Did you get the part where I was talking about the stream deck? Actually, I'll go back if you didn't, because it's something I was actually thinking about directly for you. All right. Are you ready to hear it? Now just take this lightly. It's going to be very tech soundy, okay, Arnie? It'll take me about a minute to tell you. So you have a 6-button stream deck, right? I do too. And I've been really pondering a lot of things with it. Because I want to use it for my kitchen for when I go in there and do cooking and shit, right? So I had an idea. And I was thinking about this the other night for myself, and then I'm like, well, fuck, Arnie could maybe use this after you told me. No, you don't have a 6-button stream deck? Anyways, so what I was thinking, and I know you can probably do this, is you know how like I use my keyboard as hotkeys, my numlock? And so you can set up your numlock to jump through scenes, right? Well, what you can do, I think, and I haven't played with it too much, is you can set profiles to each scene on your stream deck. So say you want to go to a scene, you go to that scene on your keyboard or something, or even with OBS, and then your stream deck's going to automatically load 6 buttons for that. So you could utilize it like this. Build, say, 10 scenes, right? All your 10 scenes that you like. Everything that you need. Start to finish. All the way, endings, everything. So then you can, like, take that, and then you can utilize the idea of jumping between 3 scenes as your gaming scenes, your be right back scene, your chatting scenes, and all that have your shout outs and everything built in that way. And then what you can do is as you build your stream, you incorporate all your stuff into your stream deck. You see what I'm saying? Through each scene, and then as you jump through scenes, it's going to automatically load 6 buttons for you that are different for each one. Or it can be the same even. It doesn't matter. You can just copy and paste them, whatever you decide, you know, however that works. Whatever you decide. But then you can take it and, like, say, have clips on all your main game button scenes. Nothing on your starting screen, but maybe have, like, a Discord button, something for muting your mic, of course. Things like that if you want it. If you're not already using it somewhere else, or, you know, whatever you decide. Whatever you're using it for. But it'll give you, you know, unlimited amounts of buttons. But there's a flaw in the system, Arnie. The scene has to be there. You would have to be on the scene in OBS to use the button. Or you'd have to have copies of it on you know, other ones. But I think it'd be cooler than having to pan through the fucking things. You know how you have to pan through them? So you can say set your stream deck up for that, and then go through and then set your numlock up to transition you through everything. You know what I mean? Use like 1 through 9 on your numlock, and then transition, and then set whatever 6 buttons to that scene, or even more, whatever. It could, you know. Just an idea, dude. Don't quote me on any of it. Just an idea. I'm trying to. I'm riffing with you right now. Well, that's my exit. But it'd make a 6-button stream deck really versatile to your scenes. Even if you only had 3 scenes going, like a starting scene, and then you have all your shout outs maybe put in, like a shout out button, all that. Everything you would need would be all set up into that. You'd have to learn how to operate it well. I mean, don't get me wrong, you'd have to do a little back end setup. And you'd have to learn how to operate it well. And then what I would do is I'd make covers on all my buttons so you know what it is, reference. Like, save a file on your PC. It really helps. And then you cover each button with print screens. We're just looking around, guys. We're scouring for leftovers. We got time. I don't think there's any PMCs left in this raid, and if there is, that'd be crazy. Straight end game. We'll check over here real quick and come back. Like, you can make multiple user profiles, Arnie, and then, like, you can jump between things. You know what I mean? Very easy. I know it might be confusing what I was talking about. That's what I was saying. You may not... it may take sitting down and fucking with it a little bit. To be honest with you. I think that's what it's gonna take. You know what we should have done? We should have put this armor right here. And then we should have stuck this in here. And then grab that other tack rig. Could hold more shit. What's this? Well, I don't have it yet. Go back and get that other dude's armor. Why not? Good old scav raids. I've killed so many people from out of that train, like getting a good angle. It's so dark in there and hard to see you. Even with all this light, it's just hard to see you. The angles are great. Is this another dead dude I didn't see? It surely is. Okay. Well, anyways. Look like this. We're gonna kick this in the dirt. Swap this into there. Grab that. Grab that. Pick up this armor. Go. Anything else we can sneak? Alright, we're out of here. I'll take it. It's alright. It's all in here. Picked up an extra armor. Picked up an extra backpack. You guys want to see what I'm thinking about getting? I went to a roller skating rink a while back and I had a great time. So I've been thinking about getting my own pair of blades again. Something comfortable. Fuck renting, right? Have something that's comfortable in mine. And I'm looking at these. These are 150 though. And these are pretty sick though. These are on sale. I like them. I want them actually. I think these are what I'm going to try to get. I'm a size 13. Good old pair of K2s. Nothing too fancy. I don't want no like street. I don't want to be like trying to go out there and grind rails and shit. I'm almost 40. I just want to go ride with my kids and Or even just go ride and hang out. Enjoy the roller skating rink a little bit, you know? Nothing crazy. Not to be too crazy. The inventory on this is a lot easier to run though for me. I gotta admit, when it comes to this, to Marauders, I like Marauders for the gunplay and the awe just of like going out into the space and like that part. I like it. I like the simplicity of the guns. I do. But in the opposite end of that, I like some things about this the same. One thing that's weird for me with the two is the way that you turn. This game has like a... As you're moving faster, running, it kind of slows you down. In Marauders, it's always the same. I feel like I'm spinning on the top, to be honest with you. Not bad raids today, guys. Good old scav raids. Made 5 pounds of dried apples yesterday. Hell yeah, it took me all day, all night. I mean, I sliced. So I tried to slice her with it. I didn't like it. So I hand sliced the second batch. I definitely like hand slicing it more. It comes out so much cleaner, so much nicer. No wasted material, you know what I mean? It's not like you got a bunch of half blended piece of apples. It was just a pain in the butt. I mean, I guess if I was doing like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of apples, but doing a half a dozen apples or whatever, you know, 8 to 10 apples at a time, I just hand slice them. If we can sell it, it's gone, guys. If we can sell it, it's gone. I like day bags, but I need them gone. We're in it for the money today. Gotta get cases. $80 meters, huh? So that one ain't worth marketing. Not worth marketing. Not worth marketing. Start to learn the items once you start to play a lot. You know, you're like, just like anything else. So we need a med box. We need an ammunitions case. I think an ammunitions case would be more handy right now. And within our budget, compared. Yeah, look at that. Getting all cleaned up now. We just need stuff for something for keys now. One more docs case, maybe two. Be quite handy. So we'll be working on next, some docs, huh? Sell off some shit. Keep selling stuff. Alright. What else we got here? Let's go take a peek. Sure we didn't leave any of these things full. Sometimes I do that. All right. The MS kit's gonna go. I think we're doing pretty good, guys. We're making nice progress here. Nice. Let's keep moving. Onward. We didn't do much in the hideout, did we? Such a pain in the butt to upkeep. I think I've done all the stew. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. A trader's task. I think she wants stew, right? Nope, we gotta make stew. Magazine, 60 rounder if I can. These still have to be found in raid. I could just buy these. Checkpoint key and gas station storage key, huh? Let's see if we can find them. Military checkpoint key and gas station key. I'm just getting so sidetracked. Only one key away. That sucks. So there we go. So what key was it again? Oh my gosh, guys. I'm such a dork. Let's go get it done. Task. Gas station storage room key. Flea market. Our third trip to the store. You know, Ziggy, how you been, man? Good to see you. I hope life's treating you well. I'm looking for the gas station storage room key. We're slacking. Lots of slacking. Got it. Yeah. I've been doing too much, man. I've been hanging out at home trying to stay warm. A couple of things, though. I want to get some rollerblades, to be honest with you. Check these out. Yeah, I've been trying to get some of these. What do you think of that, huh? $100? Good old K2s. I'm thinking about maybe trying. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Go hit the rink, you know? Kids and shit. But nice. We're broke. I'm not a rollerblader. I'm a skateboarder. But I can do it all, man. The only one I wasn't good at was snowboarding. I mean, I could ride one, but I was never good at it. I can wakeboard. I can rollerblade. I can bike. I can dirt bike. Dude, I'm always, well, yeah, so yeah, I've always been inspired to try a lot of things. I've never, like, sat back and something like, I don't want to try that. I'm like, fuck it. Unless it's, like, scared of heights. I don't want to go skydiving. I'm not looking to go look over a cliff. You know what I mean? But I'll get on a dirt bike. I'll try go-karts and anything I can get my hands on, man. I'm all about toys. I like building them. I like driving them. You know what I mean? If I was told I can go race a race car tomorrow, I'd go try it. I'm not gonna be like, nah, you know, I don't, that's dangerous. I don't, maybe I won't. No, I'm gonna drive a race car. And I've always been like that, even as a kid. So anything I can get my hands on. I'll be honest with you, man, I didn't have TV and shit when I was young. Not even in my house. Like, a little bit. But most of the time, no phone, no TV. Went out and did shit, man. I went out and stayed busy. I skateboard all over the place. I didn't have a lot of nice bikes or anything like that. I didn't have a dirt bike when I was a kid. When I got old enough to get one, you know, it's somewhat. Talent, I'm fucked up though. I got a bad hand now, so my talent's dwindled. It's very, very particular now. I do a lot of streaming, a lot of shit gameplay content, you know, stuff like that. Hang out with you guys. Put on a show for you. Come and chat and have coffee with you. Shoot the shit. You know, try to be good at Tarkov. You wait on the scav. Yeah, we shouldn't. We'll wait on the scav. We'll do a scav. That's rough, dude. It's rough. It's a whole different animal nowadays. The first map's hard. It's not the game I started playing. You know what I mean? It's a lot slower. Way. Hey, no worries. I wasn't sure, but yeah, I think you can profile things on your stream deck to move with your scenes, which would give you more buttons easier, and then you use your keyboard, you know, the numlock to move through scenes, and then you use your Stream Deck for all your interaction shit. Because your interaction stuff's harder to build than the transition. The transition's cake to put on a keyboard. Transition's tough, yeah. At least try it with 2, see how it works. And if you don't like it, you can copy and paste any command you build. It's not like, and anything you've already built, you just copy and paste it. You can keep more profiles, you know what I mean? It's pretty easy to deal with. Make sure you label them shit though. Fuck, you like me, you get all confused and lost. For one, Gavin. Reserve? Yeah, reserve. Me and Arnie was talking Stream Deck type ideas and stuff. I run a big ass Stream Deck with a shit ton of buttons, and I still can't get enough room. I almost want 2 of these bad boys. Just I can't get enough. I'll show you why actually. Just have mine set up. And I could do it with the same way that we were saying with you, Arnie. But I don't know if it's, you know, it's already built. So here's my stream pedals. I set them up for profiles depending on what I'm playing. Like there's Division. I got some for sounds. Some for streaming, for changing scenes. See? Use my foot to change now. Go over chat. Ain't that sick? Lobby. Anyway, so I do that. That's for playing Tarkov. And then over here you have your other stream decks, right? I have a small stream deck and then I have my XL. On my XL, I toggle all these up here. So this will be my main one, of course, and these are my scenes and stuff like that. And then I'll have my next one with extra scenes and stuff. Stuff that I'm cycling in and out. This changes all my overlays here. And then like I built in like all my hype stuff here. And this would be like things that toggle on and off. You know? Stuff like that. Yeah. And then I have a soundboard. With 3 different soundboards, of course. These are all different. Like if I click this one, it opens up another soundboard.
I don't want to hear it now. Not a word.
Fuck, that was loud.
I see dead people.
I don't use them much. I don't know.
I mean, my heart's beating, my hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting.
I can sample my own here.
Headshots, it's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Check this out. Arnie, my dude. See if it worked. Oh, it didn't work. Huh. Must have reset those up. Must be able to sample those. Anyways, yeah, these are some of my interactive ones that normally would work in the stream, you know? You can set up commands too. Like if you already have a command that you like, you can set it up onto a button.
Giggity giggity. Giggity giggity. Stick it out.
Sometimes I thought about having them just auto rotate through. I don't know why I don't. In a while I'll have one kick off. What happens to you guys can hit them? A random one, it just pops off one. Picked one. Handy, dude. The stream decks are handy. So I recommend trying to set it up to get as many buttons out of it as you can. Trying to think of the best variable for you. I tried the panel one, the 6 button, and mine didn't do any better than just having the 2 arrows. So I'd only really get 4 buttons out of it. You know what I mean? I'd have 2 arrows, 4 buttons, and then I could switch between 4 buttons, 4 buttons, 4 buttons, 4 buttons, 4 buttons, back and forth. But then say like if I wanted to get to my scene section, I had to panel You know what I mean? 4 times to get to the one button to change the scene. It was weird. Pissed me off after a while. So then I was like, well, what could I do to change that? And that's what I was thinking, maybe your workaround. Set it up so your scenes are all changed off your stream deck. And then each button that you program will move when you move your scenes. It'll just jump to those buttons for you. I know there's a way you can do it. I've seen. I don't want to go in there. There's somebody in there probably. Okay. We'll just keep moving though. And we got sewer manhole. We grab some shit and just drop. Heating pipe. Hole in the wall by mountain. What have you been playing, Sig? Oh, a golden egg. I'd give it to you, Sig, but you're not standing here next to me, man. Pluck some of those for Easter. That'd be funny if they had them all over the place for Easter. Just value dumped them, you know? Tarkov mostly. You're gonna come carry me sometime, huh? Like you said. I think we played together. Our ping does alright. I think it's playable. You can come get Tarkov with me sometime. It's not that bad. It's just a game. It's a lot of fun though. Oh yeah. Sounds like fun. You come carry me. Ziggy will be my, like, Tarkov carry. You know, I gotta go do some dying one day here soon on it. Ziggy, I need to go down and, I don't have a bunch of money racked up in the game. I'm still getting boxes. But here soon I'll be done with that. And then what I need to do is I need to go down and start killing raiders and rogues. Yeah, and I gotta unlock some door down there. I got the mark room key. I figured, you know, we'd go down there and do that at the same time. Maybe you'll want to meet up and help me try to kill raiders and die. I mean, it'd be a lot of dying because I'm no good at it. And it'll be like a raider hunting. You'll probably get them every time and get out. It's okay. I'll just let you go in first and die for me. I mean, carry me. You didn't hear that, right? Carry me? That's what I said. I was talking out loud. Gotta stop doing that. Gotta work on that. Anyways. Where are we headed to? Heating pipe, I guess. I really want to just get out, honestly. Look like this. You know what? Look like this. Kick all this up here. I want these smokes. I want to get out with them. They need to be found in rage. Don't care about the other ones. I need them for that task. And we'll jump up the heating pipe. Onward. One thing, Claire, don't tell everybody that. You're gonna give yourself up, man. You're not supposed to do that. You're gonna give yourself up. Dude, guys, go check out Siggy. Go say what's up. He's really good at Tarkov. He's really good at it, dude. Guys, don't let him lie to you. He's the best Tarkov player in the world. There's nobody better than him. You cannot match his talent. Even if you tried, you would not be able to match it. There's no... He's like Chuck Norris to Tarkov. With a better smile. You should see his hideout. You know how we have to like work to get a flat screen TV? His came with the flat screen TV. Oversoul. Underpaid maybe, but not oversold. Shah. What else you been doing outside of the whole gaming thing? So you been getting out and smelling the apples or something, or what are they? Smelling the. What have you been smelling? You been out there stepping in shit somewhere or something? I've been wanting to get an old hot rod project going. I've been watching too much car shows. Some gem, dude. Nice. Not only is he gonna carry us, guys, he's gonna bodyguard us. Nobody's gonna fuck with me. I'll sick Siggy on him. He's been lifting. Siggy, take care of my light work. The gym, huh? Fuck, I want to hit the gym. Instagram skits. Dude, I see some of your car skits. I do. I don't ever give you credit for them. Shit. Do I even like them? I better start liking them. Sticky, you're really awesome, dude. You've always been so chill. I really like your vibes, man. I got a new mic coming, dude. Right now I'm on a boom mic. Check this out. My snowball busted. One of the pickups came out. It was like, right? So I went and I ordered a new microphone. Damn, that thing's got a hell of a plug. The only problem I have is I don't know the threads in the microphone, so I might have to buy a new boom. I might be fucked on it for a day or two. So we're using the rubber band on road mic. I mean, it don't sound bad, does it? It's pretty good. Doable for what we're doing. It doesn't have all that radio sound going on, but it's a pod mic, shotgun mic or whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna work on that. And then we're gonna have I got a one of those Rode pod mics that are USB and XLR. I don't have an XLR system yet, but I'll get there one day, maybe. One day. We're working our way up, you know. I'm gonna buy a new light system. My lights are shit right now. I broke a bunch. I broke 2 since I moved here, and I haven't replaced any. So now we're dwindling down to no light. The one I got here has been hurting my eyes. So I'm gonna buy one of those like LED ones that are got all the fucking excuse my language. Got one of those like square frames, you know, and then they're adjustable. I'll be able to point them all different ways. 2 on the green screen, 1 on my desk, and 1 over on the wall behind us. Yeah, I'm working on it, dude. I'm working on it. It's not fancy, but it'll look alright. Like, it's not that big. I'm gonna move this forward. And I'm going to turn the green screen a little bit and try to get as much of this out of the, so there's just a little bit in the camera maybe. Like I was trying to get to where it was just like this much green. Like it would just go to there maybe. And I could even crop it out, like, especially when you're like zoomed in, so it would take it away. Like I'd like to have it where I can get the green screen out of this. And then still have it here though, but still have it not here. You get what I mean? Both ways, I think it'd be sick. It would give it a real like studio effect, and it would be well thought out, I think. So I took over the dining room. I have a my area is probably like 10 feet by 12 feet. And I got the whole area, but my green screen takes up so much fucking space. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, here, let's see if I can get you to one where it's like more of a full screen. See how much room that takes? It's so wild, but it's kind of nice to have. But it takes up so much space, and there's a window behind it that we can look out of. So I'd really like to turn my whole system and make it better. But I'm waiting until we get a desk and a couple more things. I got a lot more to do, but it's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Plus, we get to do cool shit like this. Yeah, exactly. The thing I might have to do to make that better is crop in my green screen a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Like, square this up over here. Not on this scene, but on the cameras, and then bring it in. Make this a little smaller. Bring that edge into there. I kind of want it to meet the corner of the room here. Another option is getting the stuff out from behind it. Move the green screen back and widen the green screen, but shift it over this way, and just opening it back, you know, and hanging it onto the wall, which is another option. But right now, it's, I don't know. It works. It's temporary, permanent. Temporarily, permanently. There. Yeah, you could. But I like the aesthetics of being able to take it down. Say I wanted to like rearrange or shoot a YouTube video or just redo the whole thing. I don't want my wall to be green. But yeah, you could do that. You can get chroma paint. You can do it blue or whatever. I mean, we could do a blue wall that's kind of matching and then just use it as like a chroma. And then make blue my chroma, go chroma blue, but then make it a wall that's normal most of the time, and have one that's... You could do that and get away from the green, but then I couldn't wear anything blue. To be honest with you, I really wish I just had like 4 or 5 cameras, or 3. Well, 3 to 4 cameras would be cool, and then get rid of the green screen altogether, and then transition more like this. You know what I mean? Where it's more like boom, boom, and then like this, maybe a little bit. You know, where it would transition faster. And from camera angle to camera angle as we need it to. And then set them in so there's a game scene like this, right? But then there's also one with my camera in it like that in the background or something, and then have this be more of not me there. I could do it. Problem is I use these way profusely. Like they're some of my most common like favorite scenes, and I worked really hard to have these work out the way I like. You know what I mean? And for me to use those, I have to have a green screen. Otherwise, these I have to build it into the scene, like more into the scene. And then what I would have to do is, instead of having it be zoomed out so much, this would all be just like boom, right in your shit. You know what I mean? Always. Because I would have to do that because of the way that it would, so much open space. I'd have to bring it all forward and take me out of it and put me into that. Like, so I'd be in a camera right here pretty much. You see what I'm saying? And it'd be cropped out, and you would see this or something kind of looking like that, cropped. But it would be over here. So I would be like right here. It's set up for me to do it if I wanted to. And then my game would be here. This would all be brought forward. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could do it, and it'd be no problem. And I could drop the green screen completely. It would take my maps a little funny. I wouldn't be able to point at things. I would have to make adjustments to the stream, but it can be done. But if I did do it, what I would want to do is I'd have to get me a camera, and I'd have to get me, or not a camera, I'd have to get me a capture card device that does 4 different devices. And then I'd go with like, say, 3 USB cameras or 2 USB cameras, and then two other style cameras. I don't know, maybe a Hero and a DSLR, you know, of some sort, or like a Sony something. And I'd have it shuffle around that way, you know, and use it more like a panning style. I mean, I could do it both ways. I have the knowledge and the skill base to do it. I'm definite on that. Like, it'd be no problem for me to set it in, have things pan and different cameras change. You know what I mean? Have this. I could have this straight up go fade like this into a game scene. It's very cake. Easy. And then also have a transitioning the camera itself. You know what I mean? This camera, and have it still stay in the frame and have cameras change this way. I could do it that way too. There's so many different ways you could set it up to make it work. Endless possibilities with the whole idea of that. And you guys wonder why I sit in this basic scene like this. You want to know why? I don't either. I almost should delete it. I don't know why I sit in this scene. Why am I sitting in like one like this all the time, right? Why don't I sit in this all the time? Or this whole setup? I don't know. Maybe it's old habits. They might go back to the same hotkeys. I don't know what does it. Something makes me do it though. Rhythm. Routine. Habit, yeah. It's wild too, because I make all this stuff and then I go back to, you know, it's really cool. Check this out. I'm able to do this and then I build in different ones. Which one do you want to see right now? This one's sick. I like this one a lot right here, the blue one. It comes out really nice. It comes out really nice, actually. Real clean. The floors are really straight, square. Everything's drawn up nice. That pretty clean. And I really liked my plan was actually, and because I got the shotgun, like I can get up and do this. My plan was to be able to get up, move about to my space like this, and talk to you guys without having to be too affecting. But I feel like I'm always crouching for one, because I need to be able to get further back. That's why I think I need to bring my screen in, crop it, but push it back, and just crop the cameras in on the sides. And then I'll be able to walk about the place. Like, if I brought this all the way back like that, and I even got a little more room behind it. This gives me this much room, but my problem is I gotta crop this much out, and I should. I don't know why I don't. And it would give me more walking space and movability, and it'd move this back, and this would get off the other camera a little bit better, I think. Another option is bringing this further back like this, and then turning this camera maybe a little bit, and bringing this one up. That'll give us a little bit more here. See, so my idea right here is to get this almost out of the screen, man. I'd like it to be like gone. And what I could do is I could take this camera over here and then turn you guys more this way. So like I would bring you guys more to the left and face you more at a square left angle. And then you can turn, you see what I'm saying? So you turn from camera to camera, mics between them. Lights, usually I like to stick my light between them, and then you turn from camera to camera that way. It makes it work for me. And chats in between them, you know. I'm able to turn. I kind of like the fact that when I'm in a game scene too, if I'm looking at the game, I'm at the game, and when I turn to look at you guys, I turn to look at you guys. Same with the chat. Like I'm looking at it. It looks like I'm looking at it. It looks like I'm looking at it when I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? You can tell I'm not looking at the game. Big time. Just saying. Sometimes I used to like it where I'd be looking at this camera to talk, which I do when I'm really into like saying something to you. Weird, right? It worked. I think I'm done playing games today. I've been playing League of Legends. You like that game? Yeah, but see, I think some cats really like it when you're like looking at the camera to talk to them. So like if I was like, "Oh, hey chat," da 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 da. I think that's good for vlogging. Not so much when you have a chat menu somewhere on one side of your screen. And I think that's the way I like it, different. But when I'm gaming, I'll look, and I put my other chat over here. So what I'll do is I'll actually have two chats. I'll have one right under the camera here, kinda on my OBS. And then over here on this side, a lot of times I'll throw up a second chat or something, or my stream manager, you know what I mean? So you guys can so I can keep track of things going on through Twitch, and then I'll toss it up over here and be like, okay, here we go. And then that'll give me that. And then so I'll have that. Maybe my Spotify on one side, you know what I mean? I'll just sit and bullshit like that. One thing I'd like to get's nicer cameras, but yeah, exactly. If you're trying to make a point or deep combo. That's what the zoom helps too. See, the zooms really help from that. So like this also puts you into a game. I can zoom into the game, make a quick point into the game, or I can leave the game completely and then emphasize what I'm saying by zooming in. But the worst part that drives me nuts is before, this used to pop out a game in a chat menu and zoom in. And it was really nice because I could cover this monitor set with what came out. But I accidentally deleted it. But I kind of like it now. So I might have to do this one, and then one that still slides something out. You know what I mean? I like being able to zoom in and talk like that. And then I did this to also have the desktop, so I could look at the desktop and talk to you guys at the same time. I do things that are pretty... I have a whole shit ton of them built in, though. Like this one here. Check this out. This is the variable to that. So if I was to say, like, turn on, like, words and stream, and I had it running right, and I wanted to do the two variables of that, I can jump between two. This would be my game, and that would be my words on stream. You know what I'm saying? They're a little different. And but it makes one bigger than the other, so when needed. And I can do that for other things too, but like say I'm watching a YouTube video or something. Metal Gear Saga. Yeah, you've played through it a few times. Have you been trying any Key Mailer games? You know what, I just recently tried a game from them that I really liked. It was called Sunkenland. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna play that again. And I've been playing BioShock. I like BioShock. It's really nice. I never played through the whole game, but now I'm trying to, and I think tomorrow's we're gonna do BioShock. It'd be a good Wednesday game. We'll do that in the morning. The first one. Yeah, we're only gonna finish the first one for now. I might jump into the second one. I don't play so crazy, like to where I get crazy hours. I bet I'm about halfway after like 3 streams. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna take me 6 or 7 streams to even get a game complete, which is kind of good because I don't get overplayed on it. You know, and if it's not doing well or something, nobody's getting burnt out on it. But I feel like it's pretty nice. It's hard for me to chat and play it. I can't play it like I can this. You know what I mean? We can't just sit here and like chat. It's kind of, it doesn't give you time. How you like Arena? You haven't played it? Do you have it? No. Oh, are you on the base? Are you on a base account? Is that why? I think they've released it to everybody now, though, right? Anybody that has the Edge of Darkness got it, I think. Oh, well then you should have it, dude. It's released to everybody. I say we should meet up and play it sometime. If you don't want to get too crazy into Tarkov with me or nothing, we can always do a day of that. I'm gonna suck anyway, and we can just suck at it. We can get a bunch of us together and try it. Get a team of us. That'd be fun. I'm sure I got a couple other friends that suck with us. Yeah, we could do some arena day. You got arena already? Yeah, Friday. Oh. Friday'd be a good day. I don't think I have anything going on. Actually, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. What's a good day for you guys? When's good for you guys? I'll even make like a thumbnail and put all your guys' logos on it. If you don't mind. We should do an arena meetup. You think we can get a 5-man? Not a randoms, but people we know from the Noob Nation. It'd have to be during the mornings though, guys. I'm sorry, Chef. I don't get the time on the... I wish I did. But it keeps the gal off and let me like get my stream time in persistently. Otherwise, I don't get to do it. You know what I mean? Man, weekends. It's 9 p.m. for you right now, Ernie? Fuck. 9 p.m. It's 12 for me. Well, I usually start around 9 a.m. I could go earlier though. Like I could go earlier. That's the best like time-wise. If I needed more time, I could get up earlier. But later into the day is hard. Would earlier be easier? So like say if I was to shoot, because I normally start at 9, say I was to shoot for 7. Right now it's noon, 1 o'clock, from 1 p.m. for me. That's a 7-hour difference. Or an 8-hour difference, so we're 8 hours off. You'd be at work. Oh, fuck. So weekends are best for you, otherwise it would have to be later into the afternoon. Okay. Well, I'll let you guys know my schedule when I get that. I think Timberland starts school this week. There's going to be some evening times where we can get in. And then Chef, you'll be able to play then, right? Well, so how late can I go? That's my next question. Like, where do you guys go for lateness at night? How late can you guys go? So for me, if it's 8, you guys are playing around 8, which would be right now. I'd be starting right now. And that would put you guys 9. You guys need to start around. What's your guys' time you like to start late or for the evening times? If you're all free. I'm just trying to figure out schedules. Try to get 5-man. Or at least a good team. Jeff would be around like 7 p.m. I think my time. 5 to 7 my time. I don't want to dog you guys out, Arnie. I know weekends are best for everybody. I have a hard time with it getting weekends though, because that's the best time for me to be at home and doing, you know what I mean, right? Like, that's when everybody's home. That's when the kids are. That's when we're doing stuff. Well, no, I want to work with you guys. I want the best for you guys. So evenings are manageable, kinda. 9 p.m. though is kind of late. So if you guys are starting at 9, I would have to. Yeah, that's mess. 8 p.m. for you guys probably then. 8 or 9, you're pretty much home and free to chill for a couple hours. The only thing I gotta play for a couple hours. You don't have to go like a crazy ass. We're not doing a marathon or nothing. You know what I mean? Just a couple hours. So I'd have to start around now. You're off work now though, right, Arnie? Everybody's off work right now? Everybody but Chef. Oh, sorry, I was scrolled up. About this time would be good. Okay, so I can aim for noon. I could show up early. Do it kind of not a normal stream, but maybe a little late in the day. Do something else maybe. Just come hang out, have coffee and hang out. Chit chat, get everybody gathered up. Shoot the shit, start playing around like noon to 1-ish. Because I only get a good 3 hours of play, Arnie. And then play till 4 or 5 p.m. That puts you till around midnight. And that'll keep me within my means of limits when the kids are at school and stuff. Because they get home around 4. Then the house becomes a fucking rat race, Arnie. It's no comms, everything just goes to shit. You know what I mean? Dude, it just, yeah, doors get knocked on, all the delivery people come, everything happens at that time. People want to come over and hang out, TVs go on in 3 different rooms, games are getting played, dogs are it becomes all crazy. We got a shotgun mic too, I don't have any good filters, so you guys will get the ass end of it. But anything prior to that will be good. And plus I start cooking around like 5:30 for dinner. I family prep meals, prep for the wife for the next day. So yeah, that'll work out good for me. All right, so we'll shoot for a day. What day would you like, Arnie? What day is good for you? Sig? I don't know if you're still here. I hope you're still here, Siggy. I know if not a weekend. I know you want weekends. I might be able to catch a weekend, but it's going to be very hit and miss. Like it'll be like something where like I'm stormed in, can't go do anything. We're usually pretty well booked on the weekends doing shit. Well, work days are all right. Well, let's just say this, Siki. We won't do any marathon stuff. We'll keep it short. We'll keep it a couple hours. You know, movie or two. Movie. Few episodes and stuff. You know? 2 hours max. If we want to go longer, we can trickle in early, stay in late. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. That's all right. That's the point. I'm not too stressed. Yeah, I'm not stressing about that at all, Ernie. We can literally throw all night. We're not in to win. We're here to hang out. We'll just get in to hang out. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah. Try out some stuff. Check out the maps. Maybe catch a win. Maybe catch a dub. All right. Sounds like a plan, guys. We just need to pick a day. You guys need to settle on a day. I'm good all the way through the week until Friday, so whatever day is good for you guys. Between you two. We can go tomorrow if you want. You want to set up for tomorrow, the next day? I'll throw out a thumbnail and get it on my Twitter and all that. One kill. Let's go. That's all right. It'll give you time to set up your ADSs and pick a day, and I'm good. All right, what's good for you, Sig? What day would you like, buddy? You want tomorrow, the next day? Could you shoot for tomorrow? I might be able to pick up a couple other cats that do some content and stuff too. That'll chill. And if not, we'll just get a 3-man going. They have trios. We can play trios if we need to. They do. They have trios. Tree v tree, v tree, v tree. And then we just got a place in the top 3 to climb. We got an update, huh? Alright, I'll make an update. Okay, Thursday. Okay, Thursday it is. Done. Settled. I'll see you guys Thursday, 1 p.m. my time. Right? Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I'm gonna write it on my board right now. All right. Thursday. I'm going to start at around noon. My time. That'll give me a little bit of time. Get in here, get ready. You know what I mean? Fuck around for a bit. What are you doing, turd? Goofy dog. You're staring at me. Yeah, she's weird. She's kind of a weird one. Kind of a weird one. Yes, you are. She won't. I don't think it's food. She's kind of one of those lovey dogs, likes attention. So 9 p.m. Thursday for you. Which would be around noon for me, 1 for me. Yeah, 1 for me. That's a look of outside, please. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's a look of like, I got into something and I chewed it up on the couch and I don't want you to see it. And so I'm going to come stand by you and play nice for a little bit and get love. So you're not mad at me when you find it. That's what that is. Sort of. Okay. Well, I hope it's fun. I'm just playing, Artie. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, dude. Lots of dying. Lots of blood and guts and dying. Yes. Yes. I'm just gonna let you run in first. You're gonna be like my meat shield, Arnie. I'm gonna be like, Arnie, get him. I'm gonna stand back with a sniper rifle probably and sneak all the shots. We might win some games even. Hey, look, here it is right here. Actually, we got some right here. Man, now I have to go check it out and see what we got going on. Unranked. I don't know if I could play ranked with you guys. I'm just playing. They have 3v3, so we can actually set up a 3v3. And then we don't have to even play with randoms if we don't want to. They got team fights. Yep. And then let's see if we can figure out our builds here. I don't know how the build part works. Oh, presets. Here we go. Alright, so there's presets in the game, right? And I think you can play with like different presets. I heard they unlocked them all now though, but now they all look like they're blocked still. Is it deathmatch? No, I can show you actually how it's played. Let me see if I can. There might be an offline test I can play. It's well, I mean, yes, it's deathmatch. No, yes and no. I'll just show you. I don't know. Okay, so I'm not like a team fight 5v5 air pit. No, I don't want to create one. I thought we could play like I wonder if we can play like one without anybody. That'd be sick. I'll just show you one. We'll just do one. Hey man, I hope you have some good food, Siggy. I gotta get some food here soon too. I'm gonna run one of these just to show you guys what we're gonna be up against, and then we'll go ahead and call it there probably. So the baseline of this is what I've learned. There is a team fight part of it that's kind of like a death match, but it's kind of like back in the day when you had to neutralize the bomb, Arnie. So like there'll be like a zone though you got to get to, and then you hold the zone for so many seconds. And there's going to be an A and a B zone. And either one can pop. I haven't figured out how or which one pops at which time. Guys, go say what's up to Siggy. And we'll see him Thursday. Around noonish for some team play. Some of that team play. Alright, guys. Man, what was I saying? I spaced out there. Oh, we were talking about the capture it. You got to hold the zone for so long, or you got to kill the whole other enemy team. So, like, what'll happen is, say you got a 5v5, and there's one left, and there's 3 other guys on the other team. If you can get the zone and capture it before they all kill you, it becomes your win, even if they're alive. But if you kill all 3, then you win automatically. Kind of the gist of it. There's a time limit, I think. The maps are limited to a certain size. Guys, we're also going to be playing with Arnie. Mr. Arnie here. I like how I said that. Arnie. Arnie. How do you say it, Arnie? Like, how is it? Do you in your head when you made the character Arnie, did you hear it like a robotic Arnie? Like, or did you hear like Arnie the Destroyer? Arnie will be back. Like RoboCop? I'm just messing with you, dude. What? Why are you sitting there staring at me? But your nickname for yours? The Destroyer. Yeah, it's destructive though. How about Arnie, the Constructor? You need to go outside? No, that's not it. No, you need treats? Ah. He's thinking food. My other dog's running now too. Yeah. Yeah. My German Shepherd, she loves her food, man. She's a big old German Shepherd girl. She like her food. Yeah, she like her food. She loveth the treateth. Arnie's a good one. You know, to be truthful, it's not something common. Like, you don't hear everybody saying Arnie. And it can be used as a name. And if it's a nickname, that's even better, right? Like, I mean... Oh. Gotta get my game capture on here for you. You can't see what's going on. It's still matching me. Oh, everybody, did you hear that? No, I just... I bet people were like, "Hey, Arnold! Hey, Arnold!" I'll bet. Huh. All the football head jokes, yeah. Dude, it keeps kicking us out of a game. I won't do that to you, buddy. You know what I got told I looked like when I was a kid sometimes? Like when I was young? Mad TV kid. Yeah, someone told me I looked like the Mad TV kid when I was young. Fucker. He's just being an ass, you know? It's kind of like one of those mean ones, like... I had a dopey look for a while when I was growing too. Kind of awkward, misshapen. Mad TV is like an old... Man, it's not working for me. We're not going to jump into an arena. We need a team before we do it. Sorry, man. We'll host someone that's doing arena. How's that sound? We'll check it out that way. Yeah, Mad Magazine. Yeah. I had freckly, like, chubby cheeks, you know, long hair. Like I kind of do now. Now I look a lot older, though. But I was a kid, so I had like that. And then big old ears, man. I always had big ears. My headset covers them up. Alright, well. Shit, let's go host someone, Arnie, that's doing some arena, huh? Let's see if we can find someone doing arena today. I'm gonna go get some lunch. You guys, I hope you get some lunch too. I had a great day with y'all, man. And thank you for your guys' stream streaks, man. That was crazy. You said, what streak did you say you were on? I seen Chef reach a 35-day stream streak 6 days ago. Oh, that puts it 41 days probably. No, I don't think I streamed every day. We skipped the whole weekend. Heck yeah, guys. Shout outs to Chef, guys, for doing some moderation today. I appreciate that. Super cool of you. Super cool of everybody that does the moderation here. You guys are freaking awesome. Make sure we get Chef that shout out, though. Bam! I got you, Chef. Personal shout out to you from me. Personal. There you go. Bam! I got it myself. I did it all. Yes. There you go. Guys, go say what's up to Chef. Have fun. What? You're trying to wrestle. She's over here biting my hands, trying to wrestle with me this whole time. Just sitting here biting me. Bored. Alright, let's go see who. The dog's bored. You're bored. Leave me alone. Goofy dog. I'm gonna get some rollerblades though. I'm gonna go rollerblading again. It's fun. I enjoyed it. It's a good workout. Let's see if we can find like Arena, Escape from Tarkov. I don't know if it's the same one. They got Escape from Tarkov, and then let's see if there's like I think there's Escape from Tarkov Arena section itself. I think. I don't know if it's. There it is. Find someone starting out today. Ooh, someone in the top 500. What? I want to be in the top 500. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Is there like a way to shuffle out if they speak English or not, or? I guess just by a title? Alright guys, we're gonna send you over to Mr. Halfeneer today. I appreciate you all coming in. I had a great time. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. We're usually live at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, high noon Eastern, streaming over here on Twitch and YouTube. Thanks for coming in today on YouTube, guys. If you're holding tight for the raid, we're gonna go over and check out Halfeneer.